welcome back to potentially rare Switch games. For those of you that are new to the show, basically this is a program that I make on YouTube which basically looks at what might be games that are rare on Nintendo Switch in years to come. Now, naturally it's very difficult to predict the weather with what can be considered a rare game. I'm not really privy to a lot of print runs of games, so sometimes I'll take a bit of a risk, a bit of a punt, and see whether something is worth the money that you pay for it up front with the prospective profit that might occur in years to come. Last time, if you've tuned in on a previous episode, you would have seen me do Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now that game for a little while I was quite curious because it did gain quite a bit of value momentarily. It did go quite scarce, you couldn't find it in the shops, particularly in the USA. It was a chain reaction in the UK and Argos and places like that. It started to sell out, and it did look for a little while that it wasn't going to get restocked. However, the publishers are obviously quite clever and looked at the fact that there was demand for it, and now it has been reprinted. So that one possibly won't be as rare as I thought it was going to be. However, again, we'll have to see in years to come. People might stumble across that episode, but hey man, you can't get that for under 20 quid nowadays. It's 30, 40 pounds to get a brand new sealed copy or whatever. So we'll see. So moving on to a more surefire game this time around, which will inevitably be hard to come by in years to come and expensive because the two seem to go quite hand in hand. I got this come through my door, which return shipping address is from Super Rare Games, so quite excited to see what George Perkins and his gang have sent through today, which, as you're probably keeping up with this already, it is indeed Q.U.B.E. Now, Q.U.B.E is a game which was announced quite recently by Super Rare, saying that they were doing a physical version of this, and what was quite unique about it was the fact that there wasn't already an existing eShop version of the game. So it's basically around the same time that these two have actually occurred, physical release and the eShop release, which is quite a big deal really for Super Rare, because they've almost been playing sort of catch up with releases so far, games that have already been released and have already have surefire acclaim, whereas this hadn't. This is an unknown quantity really, developed by Toxic Games, and it's very much in the same vein as Portal. If you've played Portal and enjoyed that, you will certainly enjoy this game. Nintendo Life reviewed it. I think it got a 7 or an 8 out of 10. I think it might very well be an 8 out of 10. Because it's a good all-round game. It uses physics very cleverly, and also there isn't really much in the way of glitching going on. Basically, games that involve a lot of physics, you sort of expect there to be glitching going on, things not behaving the way they should. But the Nintendo Life team found that this game didn't suffer with that, which is pretty darn cool. Now, as you can see, you've got your usual fare with the Super Rare Games packaging. It's sort of got this cellophane wrapping over the top of it with a sticker which represents the game that's being released at the time. So in the backdrop you've got a screenshot of Q.U.B.E, as is the same with the sticker on the back. We'll get a close-up of that in a minute. What I'll do is I'll read you the blurb off the back and link a trailer at the end of the show as well, so you can see whether this game is going to be for you. This is number 13 in Super Rare's lineup. I missed out on Knights of Pen and Paper 1 and 2, which was their last release, primarily because it was like 60 odd quid. I don't really want to lump down that sort of money. I do love collecting Switch games, but I don't really want to spend out that sort of money on that sort of game myself, and it's a shame really that it was forced to be in their numbered system really, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been better if it was sort of its own offshoot series really. Anything that was going to be in a double pack had its maybe own numbered system or whatever, but it is what it is. So I've broken out of the system now. I've got every game up to Snake Pass. I missed out on Steradine, I think it was, which is a shame really. I think I really should have picked that up. And N+++ or whatever it was. I wasn't really interested in that in the first place, but I think that one's still available currently, so if I do decide to go back and get it, I can. So 4,000 copies of this particular game, which is more than some of the previous releases. Some of the previous releases have only seen 3,000 releases, which has made a massive difference between their selling out times. So things like Steradine, which was 3,000 copies, sold out relatively quickly. Knights of Pen and Paper 1 and 2 sold very, very quickly. But this game there's 10% of the stock left at this moment in time. So, give or take about 40 copies. So those are now just on pre-order basis at the time of this episode being made. So there's about 2 days left of the pre-ordering for those. The remaining stock goes on sale, which is a good way of Super Rare doing it, really. I think that, you know, they're giving people the opportunity to pick up these games if they're a late comer to the party. You know, maybe they've waited for reviews of the game, or, you know, they've a little time to decide, maybe the pay packet's rolled over and they want to get it. So I'm quite glad to be back in the ecosystem, so to speak, and this game did look really up my alley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to a close-up so we can open it and have a little look at the cartridge, a little bit more of the box as well. Maybe you can decide whether this is a game you want to either buy first hand or try and track it down later on eBay. Good luck. Alright. Right, okay, so we've got a bit of a close-up here of the box. The box art's absolutely fantastic on this game. Super Rare really know what they're doing when it comes to picking games that have really, really lovely aesthetics on the box design, which is really important when you are buying a physical release of something that would have originally been perhaps a digital-only game had these guys not come along. So, as you can see on the Q.U.B.E logo here, you've got sort of the hand going like that, which obviously the hand is quite pivotal to moving stuff around on the game with the suit that you're wearing, which I think an alien colony have been lucky enough to give you in the first place, or you've been lucky to receive from them anyway. Right, okay, so got a sticker here, as you can see. You've got a screenshot, so we're going to open that up. This could very well be sacrilege in times to come. Maybe a sealed copy of this game is going to be worth mega money, but I do intend to play it. You know, I don't always like to just buy games based on the fact that, you know, they're going to be worth money, although it does help. Right, the sticker, which reflects also the little miniature one that was on the cellophane wrapping there, which is really cool. Look at that. It's actually fantastic quality each and every time from these guys. Right, as per usual, you get your set of cards, which it doesn't sort of give you an indication of what's in there. So what we'll do is we shall have a little look and see what cards we've got in here. Right, okay, so we've got a standard cube one there. Right, we've got Worlds Apart, which is card number 1, and that's Vital Stable, Communication Systems Restored, Location Unknown, Atmosphere Unknown, System AI. Which is pretty cool. Right, okay, I've got card number 2 in the set as well, which says you've got to admit this situation is somewhat out of the ordinary, which Amelia Cross is apparently quoted saying. That's the House of Leaves. And then we've got Home, which is card number 4 in this series, and it's we grew together, love and happiness entwined with the information of the universe. That's an unknown transmission. They're unable to quote that. That's a cool card, very nice. Right, looking at sort of the spine here, you've got your number 13 there of Super Rare Games, Q.U.B.E, Switch logo of course. On the back of the box, it's pretty cool. It's got Trapped Nerve and Toxic Games, Creative England. Copyright date of 2019 there, Toxic Games. Right, so I'm going to read you the blurb there, which is Q.U.B.E 2 is a sequel to the hit first-person puzzle game Q.U.B.E from the award-winning independent studio Toxic Games. You are Amelia Cross, a stranded archaeologist who has mysteriously awoken amongst the sand-swept ruins of an ancient alien landscape. Together, with the distant help of another survivor, Commander Emma Sutcliffe, you must transverse and manipulate the structure of this forgotten world to find a way back home. That sounds all pretty exciting. A couple of screenshots of the game there as well. Right, okay, so you've got your PEGI rating at the bottom as well. It says it's got bad language in the game. Usual stuff of your importers into the EU, Super Rare Games, manufactured Nintendo, and yeah, so all your key features at the bottom, as you expect from a Switch release. What we're going to do is open it, also get the shrink wrap open, have a look inside and see the cartridge. Okay, let's get her open. Put it to the side for a minute. That lovely new game smell that you get every time you open them. Right, okay, so you've got like a nice little booklet in here, which is quite nice. You don't see that with games nowadays. Right, so a little bit on the inside says that Super Rare Games, we strive to bring collectors the very best physical content for the Nintendo Switch. We operate alongside our partners to bring the most exclusive offering of the very best indie games. From the packaging of the products to opening the limited edition trading cards, we aim to provide gamers with the purest experience. And we've got some lovely screenshots of the game here and there. And how to play, obviously place cube as ZL, interact as ZR, clear cubes is Y, inventory next is R, inventory previous is L, and jump is B. Lovely screenshot in the middle there as well. So it's very Portal-esque looking at the screenshots here. I'm really looking forward to playing this because I didn't really sink my teeth into Portal back in the day. It wasn't really a 360 game, I was more a Wii gamer. Right, okay, got a cartridge there as well. That's a serial code at the bottom, Peggy 12 on there, rather large Peggy 12. But yeah, you can see it keeps the trend, the aesthetic of the box design on the cartridge there. What we can have a look is maybe put it in the Switch as well and see what the cartridge icon looks like, which I assume is going to be, as you'd expect, the box art. But we'll have a look. Okay, there he is. Quite difficult to see. We won't do the update for now. So it needs an update straight out of the box, so just be aware of that. That might hamper your enjoyment. Okay, you've got a little cube in the corner that loads up there. That's what the game's logo. And trap nerve. And it's done on the Unreal Engine, which is pretty cool. I see some Switch software with that. It saves and loads data automatically, so don't switch off the game or your device when the save logo is showing. The obvious stuff. Nice sort of clear menu system, no faff really, which is kind of cool. GameCube-esque logo in the corner there. Just got a bit of a throwback really. It's just like GameCube logo actually. Right, so you can choose your languages. In this case we'll go with English. And obviously you've got your option menu there with particular interest being extras there, which are your stats and your credits. Presumably my stats at the minute are nothing because I haven't done anything on the game. And in the options you've got general, audio, controls, accessibility and restore to defaults. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, nice front end to the game. Right, so there you have it there. We had a little look into the box of Q.U.B.E. Nice little booklet in there, which is you know, an uninspected extra really that you forget about sort of when you order the game. So when you open it, it's nice to have that in there. I'd recommend storing your trading cards in there as well if you do open it, so you don't lose them. That's what I do with every super rare game release, and also limited runs ones as well. Put that little card in there. So going on the basis of, do I think this game is going to be rare in years to come? I think it is, and I think people are going to actively seek this game out. And if you've already bought a copy at the £30 that it's retailing for now, well done you. If you're watching this in the future and you're paying upwards of double that, which seems to be the trend for super rare games, you know, perhaps unlucky, but you know, it's been reviewed well, so this is a game that's good and scarce. So keep in mind that you have the category of games that are rubbish and scarce. You know, those ones aren't worth paying over the odds money wise for. These sort of games that these guys are releasing probably are actually. So you know, seek it out, and hopefully it doesn't go like Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. You know, that's going upwards of about £200 now, which, you know, I'll do an episode of that at another point when it raises a little bit more. Yeah, so catch my previous episodes. I've done a fair few games now. I'll continue to make episodes as well, so if you like what you see, just, you know, like and subscribe. Leave me a comment as well what you feel is going to be rare games for the Switch. Also, did you find this game easy to find, or has it been difficult to find post-episode being broadcast? You know, let me know, and yeah, I'm always happy to hear what people have got to say, their opinions and things like that. So yeah, it's a democracy. Speak to me. And I'll see you in the next game and have a little look at the trailer and see what this game is going to be for you. See you later.
Mayday. This is Commander Emma Sutcliffe of the Vitruvius mission. I am stranded in an unknown location following mission success. Are there any survivors out there? I repeat, this is Commander Emma Sutcliffe. I am stranded in an unknown location following mission success. Out there, mission. Commander of the
I've been here before.
The escape pods must have brought us both back to the origin planet. You may not remember, but if you listen to me and do as I say, we may actually make it back home. It's time to find out what we've done.